As a reminder, no video of any kind. And we are ready. Coach, if you would give us an opening statement, and then we'll take questions for the players.
Does everybody need to stand up and stretch a little bit, do a couple of jumping jacks? You know, when we meet with our team, it's 8 to 10 minutes. Our attention spans go away, so we're back there waiting quite a long time. Normally in all my years of college basketball, the SID or the media requests the players that come up here, but tonight it was a special request by me. I wanted to be joined by these two guys. I want to be very clear on what I have to say. I really appreciate AJ Storr choosing to come play for us at Ole Miss. It wasn't the overall season that either one of us envisioned, but AJ, one of kind of the misunderstood stories in all of college basketball. Like, I've never coached just a more loyal, poised, even-headed guy. And I feel like I know AJ as well as I could possibly know him in a one-year setting because we went through everything together. We had a few highs. This weekend was a good run. We've obviously had some lows, but I got a lot of respect for AJ. AJ is going to play basketball till he chooses not to play anymore or his body gives out. But I really appreciate AJ. I'll have his back forever, period. Malik Dia, same thing. I appreciate Malik Dia 2 years ago. Choosing to come play in our program when he had other options. At the time that Malik Dia made the decision to come play for us, we weren't coming off an NCAA tournament or nothing like that, but Dia believed in the vision. Malik was a huge part of our Sweet 16 last year, arguably the best team in Ole Miss history, tied with another Sweet 16 team. I got a lot of respect for Malik Dia. I coached Malik really hard, and the outside world kind of saw that, but don't get it twisted. I always had his back, and he always had my back. From our first conversation at a coffee house here in Nashville, Malik told me what he wanted out of basketball and in life, and I still remain as confident as ever today that Malik will achieve any goal he wants in basketball. Obviously, I saw a lot about these guys' character this year through the ups and downs of the season, but I love Malik. I'll never forget him choosing our program in the first place. But these two guys to my right, there's nothing more I can say about these guys. I respect them. This season was a journey, ups and downs. Your true character comes out during adversity, and we had our share of adversity. But to finish the way we finished the season here, I think speaks highly of everybody in our locker room, including these two seniors to my right. And so I have a lot of respect for these guys. The basketball game, briefly, you know, we made more shots than the opponent. We made more threes than the opponent. Turnovers were around even. The glaring difference in the game was the free throw differential. 22 fouls to 10. We fouled twice at the end of the game on purpose, so really a foul count was 10 to 20. That's frustrating, but gives us a great opportunity to learn this offseason, study this team, how we can help our guys get to the free throw line more, and how we can keep the opponent off the free throw line. But I thought our guys played with a lot of courage today. We played the game to win. We did not lose this game today. We simply ran out of time. AJ had 2 game winners today. He made one. One of them rimmed out on us. I wish we just needed one more minute to play. We just kind of ran out of time today. Any questions for these two guys, AJ or Malik?
Start to the front right.
AJ, Coach Calipari said that he wished that he had called a timeout on that play before he laid it in and sent the game to overtime. Can you just kind of take us through your mindset there as you're driving and scoring that game-time basket?
I just seen him. He pressed up on me, so I just went around him and laid it up.
Yeah, this question is for both of y'all. Obviously very high praise from Coach Beard. Can you talk about what he means to you and what kind of the biggest lesson that you'll take into the next chapter of your life is?
AJ, if you'll start with that.
I appreciate Coach Beard. He really works really hard. He deserves to win, and I'm just thankful for him for recruiting me to go here. And a lot of ups and downs throughout this season, but he never quit on us. He kept coaching us hard, kept holding us accountable, and just wish we could keep playing, but we just lost. So.
Yeah, Coach Beard got the best out of me every single day. Practices were intense. Games were intense. all he cares about is winning. Winning's the biggest thing when it comes to the team sport. And that's one of the biggest things I can ever learn from him, man. It's just the winning aspect of the game, and also in life, kind of when you want something, you kind of gotta go get it. And he kind of instilled that in me of, you have to do what it takes to win. Everybody talks about the process of work, but it's real. It's real here at Ole Miss, and I super appreciate Coach for allowing me to come here and play in the SEC and play for him.
Front left.
Hey, AJ, Sam Hutchins with the Clarion Ledger. I was just curious, what did you learn from your one season here, and did this run in the tournament change what you learned from this season?
Just to keep fighting through everything you go through in life. Like, everything ain't gonna be perfect all the time, but all that matters is how you respond, how you wake up the next day, how you approach the next day, and just having a balanced mindset and just being a take on whatever is next.
Any more questions for the players? Gentlemen, you're dismissed. Okay, raise your hand. We'll get you a mic. We'll start back to the front right.
Yeah, Coach, when you look back at this season and the struggles you guys endured and then the run that you made here, what are you always going to remember about this team when it's all said and done?
Yeah, they just didn't quit. You wake up, it's your 8-year-old daughter's birthday party, and you wake up and you're sick. And most people can't get out of bed, but you got to get out of bed. And then on the way to work, you get a speeding ticket. And later that day, the clown that you hired for your daughter's birthday, he cancels on you. Your boss wants to talk to you about a review. You go out to the parking lot, your car tire is slashed, but somehow, some way, you can't quit. You got to get to your daughter's birthday party. And then when you get there, you can't act like you've had a bad day. You got a stone face, fake it if you have to. And that's what these guys, we didn't quit. Our home fans know that. The national media probably just sees the scores and they see the win-loss record. But this team competed all the way to the end. The speech that I just gave them in the locker room after the game is one of the hardest things you have to do each season. And everybody has to do it except for one team. Even on that last night, I've been in that last game before, that Monday night game, and you got to give that speech unless the confetti's coming down on you. And today was a different speech that I envisioned giving this team because the way we made a run here in Nashville, just so happy and proud of the players. I know there's a lot of lessons this year that they can tap back into, not only in their basketball careers, but in their lives, being husbands, being fathers. These guys didn't quit. That's not coaching speak. It's just true. You saw how we played. We didn't lose the game today. We ran out of time. Big difference. We're 1 inch away from being in here preparing for the championship game tomorrow.
To the front, and then we'll go to the behind.
Yeah, I guess just real quick, Chris, I imagine you want to talk to the guys, but what's the interest level in NIT or any other postseason tournament like that?
I haven't even thought about that. First time it's even been mentioned to me.
Yeah, Coach. Adversity can either really break or bring a team together. And we saw how this season played out. We saw the excellent run of this SEC tournament. Can you talk about how you saw the players grow as an individual, specifically in this tournament?
Yeah, we just kept fighting. I wish I had some kind of other way to say it with words, but, heartbreaking loss. Next day, 10 a.m. film session, and you walk in the gym, guys are working on their game, shooting free throws, watching clips. I walk in that film room, 15 players looking at you, and it's just like, let's go back to work. Let's try to win the next one. So, two things in our program, mental toughness. The mental is to the physical is 4-1, and these guys obviously were mentally tough. You saw how we played down the stretch here. Tough times past, tough people last. Don't know if I've ever had a team exemplify that more than these guys because we had a lot of tough times, but we just kept fighting. So no other way to say it other than these guys, they didn't quit on themselves, on the team, on the coaching staff. They allowed us to coach them hard every day, all the way down to the last possession.
Front left.
Coach, you said earlier this week you guys didn't have the regular season that anyone wanted to have. But how can you take the momentum from the last few days in Nashville and build that into the offseason and into next basketball season?
That's a good question. Probably not in the mental space to answer that fully now, but I know this. We're going to support our players 100% of the time. And obviously in college basketball, guys choose to go elsewhere. They choose to come back, and each player on our team will have that decision, and it'll be their decision. It'll be a conversation to make sure that both sides align. Our seniors, including AJ and Malik that were up here, we're going to fully support them in their pro path, their careers. And so our relationship with these players is just getting started, whether we coach them next year or not. That's one thing you can get in our program, is that we're going to have your back for the rest of our lives. These guys, hopefully every single one of them will outlive me by a million years. And so till the day that I'm not here anymore, we'll have their backs.
Front right.
Hey, Coach. Georgie with TSTV Sports. Is there just anything you want to just say to Ole Miss Nation, just supporting y'all through this amazing run that y'all had? Yeah,
first thing is thank you. Attendance this year, season ticket holders, students. We had a lot of people travel here to Nashville. Had a lot of students travel here to Nashville, so just thank you. Thank you to everybody in the community. Thank you to our administration, Chancellor Boyce and Keith. And so the first thing, just strong thank you. No other way to put it. You really learn about a relationship when you go through tough times, but our fan base was nothing short of just supportive this year. Obviously, we're going to keep building this program. We're just getting started. We're looking forward to putting a better product on the court next year, and we're going to do everything in our power in the next 2 months to put that roster together, and in the next 11 months to put ourselves in a position where next year, no matter what happens here in Nashville, it won't be our last tournament of the season.
Any more questions? Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.